Eazy knew how to go viral before going viral was a thing. He understood what made the news, what made buzzes, what created news feeds, and that was always been my take on it. That he's just figured out a way to do crazy stuff to get attention and create conversation. Because back in the day, you don't get as big as him back then without some controversy. You know, controversy always sells, it always leads. Like they say, if it bleeds, it leads. And the more crazier it is. At that time, what he was doing was crazy. It sound crazy as hell. Ouija boards and all kind of shit like that. That shit sound crazy. He may have, but I've never seen it. But again, I always credited it to him being, and for lack of a better word, fucking marketing genius.
A troll by today's
I troll by today's term, exactly.
And he knew how to take advantage of situations. You just talked about this recently on Legendary Connects, which I encourage everybody out there to check it out every Friday with Lonzo and Dr. from MTV Raps. But Eazy E used the Republican thing, being invited to the White House, as a marketing campaign for him.
Everybody and his mama has something to say about that. Republicans had something to say. Democrats had something to say. The homies in the hood had something to say. Cube had something to say. I never had visit with the president. I never have dinner with the president. And if you do, it makes me hesitant. Remember that? Yeah, that right there. Again, you know, I talked to Jerry Heller about that at that time. He says, man, we can't buy this kind of publicity. Okay, you can't buy it. This dude walks up to the White House in his regular clothes with an invitation with khakis and looking like Eazy E, and get a picture with the president or whoever he got a picture with. Man, you know somebody got fired that day. But understand this, it was the perfect assumption. His name, address, income status had no indication that he was anybody other than they thought he was. Eric Wright, millionaire, living in the valley, Hidden Hills. And nobody thought that was a black man. Nobody thought that was a black man. Nobody. It was no reason to think that was a black man. No reason. Okay, and I think he'd given some money to some different organizations. That's how you get on the list in the first place. You give one company some money, somebody else could come begging. So when that happens, shit, it just opened up a can of worms. I was, oh my God, what did I do? Yeah, you are in trouble now.
Do you remember if Eazy announced that he was going to the White House, or if anyone or if it's just a thing where he showed up and we found out?
I think he announced. I think they did a press release on that. Eazy was invited to the White House, you know, and I think it was a little something. I know it was something after the fact for damn show. They might have caught him off guard, but I know they had their cameramen ready to roll. When you see these faces turn red, oh yeah, we need to have this on camera.
Yeah, man, that's a classic time in hip hop history. You know, one of the reasons why Eazy was tied to